Alright, so this is Bout H. We're getting close to the end of the first / second round. This is the fight between steelcurtain29 and Ravens Rule 28. This is another fight between somebody who owns a game and somebody who just went off my little template for creating a fighter. Steel Curtain went with, just kind of a kid fighter. I don't know if he's trying to emulate himself. I don't know if his name's Ryan James. Who knows, really? It's a mystery. And then the Ravens Rule. Yeah, that's what I said, right? Yeah, Ravens Rule. He went with Jack Sparrow, the fictional Johnny Depp character. I didn't do a great job emulating his face, but Johnny Depp's he's a complex man. It's difficult to capture that, mixture of just impeccable fashion and I don't know how old Johnny Depp is. It's very confusing for me. He was in Fear and Loathing, and I feel like that movie was 1993 or something like that. It's a ridiculously long time ago, and he's like, already in his mid-20s in that movie. It seems like. Well, he's like balding in the movie. That's the confusing thing. He's already supposed to be old, and I think he's playing somebody older than him. I don't know. Johnny Depp's a weird dude. Maybe he's a vampire. Maybe he's got the whole Keanu Reeves going for him. I don't know. But anyway, that's Jack Sparrow. Reimagined. No tattoos. Pirate. Ryan James is a grappler. I think he has submissions. I think he's a submission guy. And he got a tattoo, as you can see, because he had the game. He knew how to pinpoint tattoos. And meanwhile, Johnny Depp doesn't have tattoos, even though he's a pirate. But it should be an interesting fight. It'll be Ryan James can get to the ground. He has an advantage there, but Jack Sparrow has a definite advantage on the feet. So see right away it's the ground. It's hard, even if you have high submission defense. If you're throwing a lot of strikes, perhaps if you have like a technical boxing base. For your technique, you have a better chance of staying on the feet, but even then, these computers are retarded. But the problem is, even if you have a grappling base, I mean, how much of a match do you really get? Because there's so many reversals, so many ways to get out of it. But we'll see how it plays out. Thus far, I think it's favored the grapplers. I'm not sure. It didn't. The fight that I always reference, the High Hopes Epic Jets fights, the grappler won that one. I'm trying to think of other ones like that, but I have great memory. So far it's looking like Ryan James is a pretty good advantage here. Steel Curtain. As far as strength goes, he doesn't have much. He has good cardio. He's fairly balanced stance. Jack Sparrow has even more balance with a little bit more of a lean towards strength. But yeah, I mean, James already has the mount, keeps getting it back. Jack Sparrow really needs to stand this fight back up, but he just can't right now. I mean, he's getting punched, getting beat up. Yeah, see, and this is the point where, like, if the computer is smart, there you go, stands back up. He's got to keep it on his feet, but it's just a matter of can he, Oh, there you go. Oh, there's a huge elbow there. Oh, shit. Alright. That could have won him the round. It might. It's close. Probably did, actually. I mean, he had some pretty huge shots out there. Looking at the ground striking offense, it's actually Jack Sparrow has quite a bit. 70. He actually has more than Ryan James has. So even though he only landed like 4 shots, he has more strength, more ground striking offense, and he landed them in quick succession, which led to that rock status. So, I mean, if I had to guess, he probably won the round. Jack Sparrow, that is. What the fuck do I know, really? It'll be interesting to see now that they both have a little bit of damage. How long it stays with the feet. Some good groundwork in that round, Mike. If you pay close attention here, yeah. What I really appreciate in this game is the physics, especially in the breast area of the women. It seems to be excessive jiggle, which it's a nice touch. They knew what they were doing. Oh, straight away, nice combination there to rock them. Yeah, Jack Sparrow's off to a good start in this round. I'm sure a lot of you appreciate the strikers doing well. You can see right away, James went for a throw. Got reversed, but then he reversed it right back. So, you never know what will happen when it gets to the ground. James hasn't attempted a submission yet. He has a submission rating of 80, which it's good, but I think he'll probably have to rock Jack Sparrow or get a real dominant position to take advantage of that. And we'll see if that can happen. Great job on the reversal. He's got side control. Okay, moves into the bounce here. Oh, we got reversed. Pushes him off of the feet. Alright, so it's back to the feet. And all that happened right away, a knockdown. And then a huge punch there. Those do a lot of damage. Yeah, Sparrow's looking pretty good right now. Credit to his striking, his strength advantage, or just I don't know, the balance of the striking. Right there, you saw he was trying to stand back up as he pushed off Ryan James's chest, but James kept it on the ground. He held on to him. Pretty cool to see the AI kind of play it out how it would be played, given their strengths and bases. But he's in a lot of trouble right now. Ryan James, that is. He's got to figure something out because things aren't really going his way. So now we're back on the feet. If Jack Sparrow just lands a few more of those as you see him sprint towards. This fight's getting close to being ended. One thing we haven't seen yet, which is kind of cool, is every now and then in this game, you can land a strike that'll end a fight, even if damage isn't, or no matter what the damage is. So even if the guy's perfectly healthy, his head's just fine, hasn't been punched once, he can get knocked out if he just happens to sway a certain way or back up at the wrong time, lean in too much. I don't know, it doesn't happen that often, but pretty awesome when it does. If it happens in this tournament, it's definitely a memorable moment. But yeah, that knockdown right there, I mean, he rocked him in the first round. It might be one round to one round just because Ryan James had the advantage for the first few minutes of the first round, but I don't think so. I think it's probably 2 rounds and none. It's surprising to see how these fights go to decision, really. Saw a lot more finishes when I was doing these with my buddies. I didn't use you guys as fighters. We made a bunch of our own, which might be the factor in play here. That's no trip there. That's exactly what James wanted, but I mean, at what point is it too little too late? I don't know. Yeah, you see, they go for a lot of weird, if you see like right there, every time they try to get that crucifix position where they step over the arm with their knee right there. I mean, you see that in MMA every now and then. Matt Hughes finished BJ Penn with that. Roy Nelson, Big Country, likes to do that quite a bit. But it's not that common, and you see it a lot in these fights because it's just something the computer, all the technique templates just have by default. And that goes along with the rubber guard. If anyone's familiar with that, it's where you it's hard to describe for people who don't know this. All right, there's a rock. Yeah, I mean James is taking a lot of damage here. If Jack Sparrow wanted to, he could probably stand up and try to finish this fight, but they're too stupid. But so far Sparrow's looking very well. I guess chances of moving on at this point. Didn't really take that much damage. It's not really a factor how much damage you take at this point. I was thinking there's a mode in this game, Pride Tournament mode, where damage will carry over into the next fight. It's basically like a one-day tournament. And if we were to do that, then damage would be a factor. It'd actually be quite fun, but then we couldn't do a double elimination. And I think people want to see their fighters go. I don't think people are too interested in what other people do. So to give everyone two fights is kind of cool. So that's what we're doing for now. Might be a little surprise thing. Second, third tournament. I don't know. So yeah, another decision here. Sparrow came close to finishing it a couple times, but yeah, Goldie and Joe Rogan are saying again, not the best fight ever. But yeah, it looks like the striker beat the grappler in this one, even though a lot of the fight took place on the ground. Sorry to bore people who are watching these fights, even if it's not their fighter. If it is your fighter, I don't know, you probably made it through alright. So we'll see what the decision is. Yeah. Again, pretty clear cut. I don't know. So the slightly lighter black shirts win this fight. We'll see how he does the rest of the tournament. Got pretty good base there. Meanwhile, in the lose tournament, we'll see how Steel Curtain's fighter does. Yeah.